Thunderstruck. No thunder. What's the snow thunder? When there's snow thunder and that guy from the Weather Channel just loses his mind. He's like, this is amazing. It's like double rainbow guy. Oh my God, it's 2 rainbows. It's 2 rainbows. People are sitting in. We're trying to. So we have swamp ass.
Yeah.
You went with vulgar. We have got several people. Frozen hose, shrinkage, ice ass.
Ice ass.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, I think we're going to go with that one. Ice ass. Ice ass news. So how long are we going to feel the precipitation, chances of snow and sleet? What's your sense of this?
Let's see. Through tomorrow morning at least.
Are we going to get any, we're not going to get anything that sticks though, right?
I don't know. I mean, they're saying most of that will happen along the Kentucky border, but, who knows?
No, you don't know.
Who knows for sure?
No, but thunder, snow.
Yeah, let's see. This afternoon, we're actually supposed to get to 43 degrees today. I don't know if that's happening.
No,
it's
I don't
38
think so.
right now.
Yeah, it's 38, and I don't foresee it getting to 4.
Tomorrow, patchy fog, high of 45.
Man, they've got snow tonight at 9. 55% chance of snow.
I don't like it.
I don't like it. I love it.
If it was just snow, okay. But the problem here is it's ice.
Yeah. Therein lies when you get out there and it's that sleet, that slush.
That's the vulgar part.
That is vulgar. That's not ice ass. That's just evil. Because well, you talked about, first of all, the elderly do not drive well here for whatever reason.
Yeah, that report.
Yeah.
And it says Tennessee is among the states in the nation that have the highest rate of older drivers involved in fatality crashes.
Man, that is not good.
Got a lot of older drivers here in Tennessee.
We do. We got a lot of older drivers here in Tennessee.
But I'm only 57.
Well, you're not old.
Yeah. They're talking about people 65 and over.
You know what's interesting?
It's those boomers.
Those boomers. You know who you are. You guys are ruining everything for everybody.
Wait till Gen X gets to 65.
We're going to
we're probably not going to make it.
We are, because we're rocking and rolling, baby. Have you watched any of those videos on where they compare pictures from the 60s and 70s and 80s of high schoolers compared to today? You know, that's a grown man. He's got 6 kids and a mortgage.
I tell my parents all the time. I mean, I've looked at my, over the years, I always looked at my parents' yearbooks, from, let's see, Dad graduated in 65, or no, 62. My mom graduated high school in 65. And I said, you all look like your parents.
Yes.
Like you all look like you're already 30 years old.
It is when you... Do you remember Bob Hope used to do the All-American football and he'd bring them out? Football.
Yes.
He would bring out these guys and you're like, that guy should have retired 8 years ago for being too old to play. The look... there's something about, again, it's a harder life, kids. We're getting younger. You know what's weird? Go look at Cocoon, the movie. You remember that movie?
Oh, yeah.
So, Wilford Brimley in that movie was younger than us. Ken, he was.
I know.
Yeah, he was like 50 or 49 or something like that. He's one of those guys that I think he came out cantankerous and old. Saying,
he was just born that way.
Yeah. So, diabetes. He came out, first words were, I got diabetes. You kids are the worst. Well, you look at the Golden Girls, right?
Yeah.
Like
they were like in their 40s and 50s?
Yes.
Except for B. Arthur's, the woman who played B. Arthur's character's mother.
Yeah, but Estelle Getty.
Yeah.
But she wasn't that old.
She was probably in her 60s.
I don't think she was.
Wow.
I think she was younger than one of them. You know what's funny? B. Arthur kind of got to where she was, and then she looked the same the entire time.
She did.
Right? She got to I'm 35, but I look 55. When she was 75, she looked 55. So,
See, that's one of those shows that you can just have on. I love the Golden Girls, man. That show cracks me up.
Alf.
Cracked me up.
Alf. It's me, Alf.
Hey.
Me, Alf. It was different, man. I look back and I'm thinking to myself, these kids today look so young, right? Like they look like kids. And I'm like, did we look like kids? Because I look at pictures where I look like a kid. And then I look at high school and I'm like, man, there's a lot of grown adults that are smoking, but I think he's in 8th grade. Just bizarre. So bizarre. Oh, Wilford. Wilford was great.
Remember whenever he played the postmaster general in Seinfeld?
Yes.
Because Kramer was protesting all of the junk mail.
Diabetes.
They put Kramer under the light.
I was looking back because I joke about it because I told my wife I want to order one of the shirts that says, if you haven't seen the diabetes, not diabetes, diabetes.
Diabetes?
Yeah. Shirts that's out there. And I was just, because I'm like, I don't ever remember. I mean, I don't even know what he looks like young. I don't even know if they have pictures of him young. I think they just have pictures of, he just had that mustache and that look of anger. The look of anger. Let's see here. Estelle Getty was turned down for the part because she looked too young with Golden Girls.
Who was?
Estelle Getty. She was actually the youngest of the 4.
No.
Yeah. See, I thought so too, but wow.
That's weird.
That is weird. That is weird. But she had to go. What was that? Tootsie. Remember Tootsie?
Yeah.
You couldn't do that today. Oh my God, you're culturally appropriating stuff. It is amazing though how the way that we have aged, and the way that, because we're so and it's true. We joke about turn of the 19th century. From 1899 to 1900, it's like you got to 40, you're like, man, I don't think you could live this long. I don't think anybody could, because everybody died young, and you go watch those old westerns, and it's like there's only one guy in town over 50, because everybody died of scurvy and they got a scratch.
Yeah, you could die of anything.
Yeah.
Appendicitis.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Appendicitis was killing people up into the 60s, I think.
If you had, the reason you had 12 kids and 6 wives, because they're probably going to die in childbirth, and because most of them aren't going to get past 5. So, I mean, that's horrible. I mean, that's horrible to think, but yeah, I mean, there was just the where we have come from is so fascinating. And if you took somebody from the 1500s and you dropped them off in the 1800s, there's not a lot that's different. You take somebody from 1899 and drop them off in 1969, and we got a dude on the moon. That's a culture shock. That's the culture shock. No, Rue McClanahan was the youngest, and then it was Estelle.
Yeah, Rue McClanahan.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Mama's Family. That's right. Vicki Lawrence. She also playing old.
I think she's still alive.
Yeah,
too.
Vicki's alive. We used to go. So here's a little shake and bake for you guys right here. Little flex. She has a house in Belmont Shore, and we all knew, which is like very she back in the day. It's one of those places on the beach. You always go to her house because she was always handing out full-size Snicker bars.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
Way to go, Rue.
Thank you very much, kids. Thank you very much. Flex!
Full size, not bite size.
No raisins for her, kids.
No, sir.
Damn raisin
No,
eaters.
sir.
You guys know who it is. The sleet now is in West Nashville. It's happening faster. Ice ass is coming.
Ice ass.
Snow-nami. That's a good one. That's something the Sci-Fi Channel would do.
Yeah, this interesting pattern this thing has. It's not everywhere north of 40 that you're getting the freezing precipitation, but that's where most of it is.
I'd rather drive in snow than sleet, though.
Absolutely, man. Snow is no problem. Dry snow is no problem, and that's what we mostly had in Boise. I mean, you could have 2-3 inches of just dry snow, and I mean, you can drive fine on that.
Yeah.
But that doesn't happen here. It's ice.
It's ice. And then it becomes, it becomes the battle of is something getting slick, black ice here, something, and it's just one side. It's awful.
And when I moved to Tennessee, I didn't think I'd ever see it again.
But alas, it has come. Oh, by the way, it's now snowing in Lebanon.
Lebanon.
Yes. It's sleeting on the 440. It's all happening, kids. The weather is attacking us all at once. By the way, we're going to be out at the toy field. What's that going to be like?
You ever done that?
I've not done that.
It's a lot of fun.
You're out there, right?
No, I'll be
No,
here.
you're going to be out there. You're coming out there. You and I are going to go have fun. What's it going to be on Tuesday? 49. Okay, that's not bad. Doesn't look like there's going to be some rain.
That's perfect. So we need good weather for the toy field drive.
Yeah.
We need good weather for it.
I'm deciding, I'm trying to figure out, should I wear my Santa suit or should I wear I've got Santa overalls that are pretty awesome.
Yeah, do overalls because Santa's still working right now.
He is.
He's got some last-minute details that, last-minute things he's got to work on.
Yeah, the kids.
Got to change the oil, in the sleigh.
In the reindeer?
Yeah, in the rain.
Got to change the oil in the reindeer. Got to change. Speaking of Santa, you guys want to hear Creed do Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer?
Creed?
Yeah. I've got Creed doing it. It's AI, but it is incredible. It really is. That's what I love. AI is awful. I've got your Christmas song. I'm tweaking it. I want to make sure it's right for you because it's the song I know you love to hate at Christmas time. But this is AI.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose. And if you ever saw it, you would even say it glows.
Oh, it gets better. It really takes off, rocking style.
I love the other reindeer. Used to laugh and call him
names.
They never let Rudolph join in any reindeer games. And one foggy Christmas Eve, oh, Santa came to say, can you take me higher to a place where
Oh, AI is both evil and hilarious.
At the same time.
At the same time, kids. At the same time. Interesting question. We were talking about that I want to ask you guys out there. We're talking about the medicine for your animals, the weight loss drug. I'm going to ask you guys a question. I want an honest answer. We'll do that when we come back. Among other things, it is Chad Benson. Super Town, 99 cents. Let's go there. Let's go there. We're just doing. Tomorrow, I've got
Scott Stapp.
Man, I'll tell you what. When they were on their game, Creed,
They were awesome, man.
like when he flipped his hair, and like some people you look at, like Michael Hutchins from InXS, you're like, that guy's a rock star.
Yeah.
I mean, he could have sold you shoes at Payless, and panty drop. Oh my Lord. We'll get to the dog thing here in a minute, and cat thing, because I think it's funny again. But I also think I have a serious question today, though. This was great. I get a listener here. First of all, goes, "Why the hell are you awake?" As most people do, because I'm an odd person. Sends me a soccer chant. Tomorrow is the World Cup draw, so at noon tomorrow, the World Cup draw is happening, and it's like Tom Brady. It is Shaquille. Hey, it's me, Shaquille O'Neal, and they'll all be reaching in. The whole world. There'll probably be 500 million people watching it worldwide, maybe 1 billion, the World Cup draw. And he sends me this funny chant. I said, I'll tell the story today. So when I got to England, there was no really any Americans playing over there throughout Europe. And they did a chant for me that was so hilarious. And first of all, our team sucked. We weren't very good anyways. And so everybody had a really funny chant. And they said, there's only one Chad Benson. There's only one Chad Benson. There's only one Chad Benson. We're the worst team in the league. Oh, my God. I laughed.
So when you guys would be out on the town at pubs and things like that, man, would you get dirty looks?
You know what? Sometimes.
Yeah.
But a lot of times, everybody was really cool.
Yeah.
They for me too, it was unique. I was like a 3-headed monster. So you're a Yank and you play football.
Football.
I said, yeah. Like I saw you play for our team. Like, you play football. I'm like, yes. And so that was a surprise. But yeah, you'd get some looks.
Because they take it seriously.
Yeah,
man.
it's a religion. I don't think, if you guys don't remember the '94 World Cup, just tell me this: take the greatest. We were talking about 56 million people watching that Cowboys game.
Yeah.
The World Cup is bigger than all college football, all NFL, all NASCAR, all Formula One, all the Olympics rolled in. Games that you think on a Tuesday afternoon during the World Cup next year will draw 1.5 billion people worldwide watching it.
People won't be working.
They won't.
They'll be in the pubs.
Yes, and they'll be everywhere. They'll be, and just Google when Iceland made a run in the European Cup a few years ago, the entire country, basically of 300,000 people, came to like the town square to watch their team play, and they do
That's awesome.
They do the Viking chant, and it's incredible, and it's it's just a different world, especially for the country, and it's the whole world next year is going to be on our country, starting in really probably like tomorrow it starts, but starting January 1st and on, you watch the hype as it runs up. First of all, whether it's the Olympics, the Super Bowl, the NCAA, Final Four, nobody does what we do, right? The rest of the world's trying to catch up.
Yeah.
To all the oomph, but nobody does. We put on a big show like nobody, and this is going to be incredible.
So what is the draw?
So the draw tomorrow is all of the teams that have qualified, their names go into the little thing, and then they pull it out.
And they tell you who you're going to play.
You have Group 1, Group 2, Group 3, and Group 4. So we're in Group 1. And so we'll be drawn up against, a team from Group 2, and then, whoever that is. And then the Group 3, and then there's still some teams that are playing and qualifying. But it's, because then you start to say, okay, now we can break it down. So this is who we're going to play. It's going to be crazy. So, I'll be talking about that. So just deal with it.
Who's the best right now?
Spain.
Spain.
Argentina shows up big, but if I had to put my money on who's going to win next year, yes, Spain. I think we're going to make a run. I think we have a shot because you can't discount home field advantage.
Right.
We're way better than we ever were in '94. And I think we've got a shot to make a run to the quarter. I'd be disappointed if we don't get to the quarters.
All right.
And I think we will. And the thing is, it starts to build, and then the next thing you know, all of a sudden we're in the round of 32, and then in the round of 16, and everybody's at every bar watching the game because people get excited because that's what we do. You know, we follow gymnastics. We get excited for that in the middle of the day.
Maybe that's what you, me, and Bell and Brother Louie will do. We'll just go hop on one of these pedal taverns with a little TV.
Yeah. Well, I'm telling you, it is. I think that's something we should be doing. I think we should really think about it.
Maybe we ought to do that even if there isn't a soccer game.
You know what? Maybe. Just to show everybody we know how to pedal. We're really good. It's the Tour de Drunk. All right. Coming up, I got a good question for you guys about animals and the cost of their health care and just what we do here, the insanity. It's going to be, it'll be fun. We'll talk a little bit about the economy, but probably not because you and I know that we'll start talking about other things. Chad Benson, Super Talk 987. Some of you chiming in about soccer. You guys and your soccer. Let me tell you, the World Cup, and this one they've expanded. It's 48 teams. It's over a month. It's going to be a carnival. And you will, if you have a chance to go to a game, you go to a game, and you might, it's like the U.S. isn't playing, but why would, trust me, you go to a game, and it's unlike anything ever. And next thing you know, you're rooting for, Norway, and because you're hanging out with their fans, and there's so much fun, and it's a different thing. It is. We talked earlier, joking around about the obesity epidemic among our animals, because much like us, they're fat. They do really resemble us.
Yeah, I can't believe Fritz isn't taller.
So it's interesting the amount of money that we spend. And I'm going to tell you guys, this is crazy. So, and I would like to know how much money is too much for you if and I'm not talking about if your pet is 16 and's been through it. I'm talking about you love your dog or your cat and they're 4 years old and it's your family. Like, what is your limit money-wise? Because I think a lot of people, and according to this, it's insane what we spend. Are you ready for this, Ken?
I'm ready, dude.
If the U.S. spending was a nation, it would be number 65 as far as GDP.
Wow.
We spend more money on our animals than about 130 nations GDP. This year we'll get close to, and this is without the food or any of that stuff. I'm just talking about your Halloween costumes, your vet bills, the things that we spend on our animals that are not just the day-to-day snacks and stuff. It is incredible. In fact, we spent almost $1 billion on Halloween.
Man.
Right? That's crazy.
No wonder I can't find any candy.
On average, we spend $24 per holiday on our pets.
$24?
Yep, on average.
Yeah, that's
so
probably about
now. How much would you spend though on your animal?
Like for health care.
Mm-hmm. Because we all say I wouldn't do this. So then the next thing you know, your kids there, you're looking and it's your dog and it's memories and again, it's not your dog is 17 and Spike could barely move and no, that's a different thing. We're talking about your cat being, that cat that you love or this, that. It
might be 4 or 5 years old
and
there's a growth.
There's a growth. And so we had a cat, we called him Threador, right? He shows up at our house one day out of nowhere, shows up at our house. And we're like, what's this cat doing? And we're like, well, it's in our garage. He stayed overnight. Then the next day he was in there again. And the next day he was in there again. Then he came into our house one night and he was just there. He came through the doggy door. It was just there and just there. And then finally we're like, I guess he's ours because we couldn't find anything. So we love this cat. Threador was awesome. Theodore, and he wasn't called Theodore originally. He, after about a month and a half, and he was the greatest cat in the world, he comes in our house and his leg is dangling. Some kids had shot him.
Oh, man.
So we rushed him to the vet. Take him to the vet, and they said, "Oh, we found the owners." Oh, we're like, great. Bummer for us, but great. Yeah, they said, you guys can have him. I'm like, what? Yeah, we told him how much it was going to be to fix him because we're going to have to amputate his arm. And they said, you guys could have him because kids already think the cat's dead. And apparently their level was $6,000 because that's what it cost to get Theodore. That's why we called him Theodore. And I'm like, the cat was amazing. So we, and again, I'm blessed and lucky. And so we got, but we called him Theodore because he then had 3 legs. And he wandered around on his 3 legs. 3, what's up? And he just be bouncing around. Little fella. But some of you guys, if it's more than $0, I'm out. $2,500 for a fish hook removal. Chad, $200 and it's over. So it is, taxidermy is cheaper. So, and it's funny. A lot of people say that, but then it push comes to shove.
Yeah.
My aunt spent $10,000 on her silly-ass Great Dane, who jumped on her bed, missed the bed as far as landing in the middle, and broke her neck by hitting the wall. And it was like $9,800, and it was like and she spent it. I'm like, you're insane.
Dude, little Bentley Boo, my first little weenie dog. Little Bentley Boo had a growth on his butt. And it scared me to death. I took him to the vet. He was acting sick and everything. Had this big growth on his butt. Oh. Take him to the vet, and they said, well, we're not sure what it is. It looks like, it could be cancer, and we're going to have to run some tests. And, of course, at the time, I said, how much is that going to run me? $500. I said, no, because it might not be. And I said, never mind. Take him home. The next morning, that thing had fallen off of his butt.
Oh, God. What was it?
It was sitting right by his food bowl.
What was it?
I don't know what it was. And then he went on to live 6 more years.
That's yeah. Because
he died at age 15.
Which is, that's a good age.
It is.
That's a good age.
Otherwise, I was going to be spending $500 on something that just fell off.
Yeah, somebody said earlier that their dog got a tick on their butt, and he thought it was going to be like $500, and the doctor just kind of yanked it off for like $50 or something. And I'm like, that's you could have probably done that yourself. But
dude, we had the best veterinarian in Tulsa whenever we first got Bentley and Chloe. Bentley had seizures, and they told us that it was genetic, and he didn't charge us. He gave us phenobarbital.
Oh, wow.
To give to him.
Oh, you didn't keep it for yourself.
Never charged us, man. This guy that dude was in it for the right reasons. Now, he might have been independently wealthy. I don't know. But so many people went and saw him with their animals, man. Dr. J. Cox was his name. He's a great, great man.
So,
really loved animals.
And that's, but it shows like how blessed we are in this country.
Yes. That
we will do this. Like, a lot of you, some of you are like, man, I spent $10,000 on my cat for multiple surgeries. $6,000, Jason said, on pancreatitis. Unfortunately, didn't survive. Somebody said, the $20K on cancer.
Yeah.
And it's somebody said, the reason ours was so expensive for our cat was because the stuff had fragmented and went in. So it wasn't just a simple,
I see.
And it had shattered and went all over. So it wasn't super simple, and he was in there for a long time. But I wanted to give the cat a fighting chance, and he was awesome. And it was just, again,
man, you love them.
Yes.
I mean, they are members of your family.
They
man.
do. And for you ladies out there, some of you single ladies. I get why you spend so much because that's also your boyfriend. But they are members of your family. Like, Charlie, our dog Bowie, it's her dog. We went to go during COVID, right? We got a hair up there and said, "Oh, let's go." They needed some because they needed to shelter some animals. Mm-hmm. She is 2.5, almost 3. She gets out of the car, walks over to the little pen where there's these puppies, and there's hundreds of dogs and cats everywhere. She walks right over to this puppy. She picks it up and doesn't let it go.
That's awesome.
And they're inseparable. They are inseparable. He follows her everywhere. He is, he is the dog that, yes, if somebody came in, it wouldn't be good for Bowie, but he would do anything for her. And, like she asked me the other day, she goes, "Dad, how old's Bowie?" And I said, I think he's just turning 5. And she goes, "How much longer is he going to live?" And I said, "Oh, honey, he's got, he's a little guy. He's got a long time to go."
Oh, man.
But it's like you said, they become part of your family.
They do, man.
They do. And so you go and you will do whatever you can within your means. Because if you can't pay it, that's understandable. But if you can, most people will. It sounds ridiculous. You would spend 5, 6, 8, 10 grand. Most people will if they can. Because, again, the emotion of that pet in your life is so tremendous. All right, coming up, I just saw him. I think it was him. We're going to ask him because he was just outside, Ken. We'll ask Matt if the roads are as slippery and dangerous and sleety as we think it might be. It could be gross out there. We will find out straight ahead. Matt coming up as the crossover here is happening, right? It's happening with Matt. I believe he's still here today. Chad Benson, Super Talk 997.